back to another episode of Bourbon Sauced. This episode is called The Watering Hole, and we've got Ryan, myself, Dan, for those who don't know, and we also have Courtni joining in for this episode. She is the GM. Is that your title over there at the DRC?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to get some perspective from Courtni as to what it's like being a GM in the restaurant industry, as well as some other things about the DRC as it's mostly known by all of us. But before we get into it, Ryan, why don't you tell us what you are sipping on?
So I decided to go with a little bit of Calumet, small batch. It's a mash bill of corn, rye, and malt barley. 74% corn, 18% rye, 8% malt barley. It's a combination of their 15-year and their 8-year. Hand-selected batches of their 15-year whiskey and their 8-year whiskey, and then they blend it together.
Okay.
So it has a rather, with that high corn and low rye, has a very smooth taste.
Nice. Myself, I went with this Penelope, as I like to say, because it's funny. It's a straight bourbon out of Indiana. It's a 4 grain. Also has some of that rye, wheat, malted barley, and corn in the mix. It's got a creamy, sweet taste to it. I decided earlier I was doing it neat, but I decided to toss an ice cube in it right now to kind of see if it changed the flavor profile at all, which it did a little bit, but it's pretty good. I like it. So I would say this is one that if we do a review, you could share it
so everybody can see the bottle.
And I know Courtney's over there, and she is diligently trying to figure out what she's drinking on. But
hold on, I got something. Hold on. So,
Ember.
salt and lime.
Oh, nice. Salt and lime.
One of our beers that we sell here. And obviously, tequila.
Yeah.
So, we're very well known for our crafted handmade drinks. So we juice our products and we make our syrups in-house. So
nice. So you guys are mislabeled, I guess, by the general public as a Mexican restaurant, but that's not really what you guys are about, right?
No, we're not Mexican. We are Tex-Mex. So we are tacos, but with a unique twist. So
okay. So what does that exactly mean for those of the people out there that don't know what your guys' fusion is all about?
So we are a handcrafted restaurant. We make all of our products. So that means like we make all of our salsa. We make all of our like we do a salsa verde that we make homemade. We do a pineapple. We do a chimichurri cantaloupe. We hand bread all of our like shrimp. We hand bread all that. So we're very much of a handcrafted. Like our pulled pork, we let roast overnight. Our beef the same way. We cut steak. We buy steak and we cut it down. We do a paella, which is a fresh broth that we do. So we're very handcraft.
Now, do you guys get from local farmers your products, or like how do you guys get your stuff?
So Creations is one of the ones we use, and they're fresh company. But we get a lot of our stuff from chain places. So that could be like PFG, US Foods, Creations. We do kid lunches, and we have use fresh product from local gardens. So yes.
Okay. Nice.
We did a zucchini not too long ago. We called it Mama's Garden taco. It was really good. It was fresh zucchini. So yes.
I've noticed since you guys have opened, there's been an evolution as far as what is actually on the menu. Is there a reason that you guys is it just on a whim that you guys changed the menu, or is there some strategy behind it?
So we do have strategy behind it. So we change the menu because we hear talk about different things that people like. And so we want to stay with what our customers want and what the general public is asking for. So like we added a steak, we've added pork chop, we've added a paella, we have loaded fries now. We have a burger, which is like a wrap. So it's wrapped in tortillas, and it's called a crunch wrap. So yes, we change based on what our customers are asking for and what the public is asking for too, because we want to be able to offer all of the things that they want to get people to come in.
So that crunch wrap, is that like Taco Bell?
No, it's not like Taco Bell.
Oh,
It is actually no. They probably have a frozen patty, and we hand pat ours. So we'll hand pat it. We'll ask you usually what temperature you want. You want it well done, medium, however. And we do that, and we use a homemade Chipotle ranch. We
Okay.
use pickles that we season ourselves. We use a special seasoning that we do in house. We put lettuce and tomato on it. So it's our take on a burger, but
Sounds like a smash
Tex-Mex.
burger.
It's really good.
So with your food items that you have, what is your best seller to date when it comes to food?
That's so hard because we've had so many different things within the last few months. So like our hot chicken is a really good seller. I've had a lot of people like the sweet potato. That's been a good seller.
I wouldn't have pegged that one like a good seller, just because it's not what you would think of when you talk about like a Mexican cantina.
Right. Correct. So, but with the sweet potato, it's for those people who don't want meat. So that's how we do a sweet potato, because we want to offer a variety of foods to everyone. So even like our portobello mushroom quesadilla, we could do a portobello taco with peppers and onions if people didn't want meat or fish.
Have you guys seen an increase in like vegan consumers showing up? Is that why you guys started doing that?
Mm-hmm. We have people that come in and say, please no, like, vegan, no cheese, no dairy, whatever. So yeah.
I would just be like, you can leave.
No, that's not what we are. We're a yes company. So we want to make yes to all of our, we want to make yes to all of our customers and it be a yes company.
Yeah, I can see that idea, but it's one of those hard things to do because you can't please everybody.
I guess that's why my restaurant idea would never take off.
I know. We're like, if you don't like what we got, you just
go somewhere else.
Because you have that.
But we can't be like that. So like we had someone come in that was like allergic to certain oils, and so our chef, who is Chris McGuire, very talented at what he does, cooked this person a meal with all the ingredients that they could have. And so, I mean, we've done that several times. We accommodated people with, like, we did this huge chicken, like big piece of chicken with like rice and fresh vegetables, and we did that for them.
So you guys are really trying to just, instead of being set on a menu that doesn't change, like some of these chain restaurants, you guys are really trying to just change that whole atmosphere of the restaurant industry to be more accommodating to your clientele.
Well, we also want to teach people the right way to eat. And when I say that, that means like not.
Is there a wrong way to eat?
No, but let me tell you what I mean. Like, we want to teach them like what good food tastes like. Like, when I say good food, like I said, Taco Bell probably did a frozen meat, and we don't do frozen meat. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Like
being shipped to you from some distributor over thousands of miles or hundreds of miles, frozen.
It's fresh when it comes in, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we want to teach people what good quality food tastes like, and what it should taste like.
How much waste is there in the restaurant business, especially when you change up the menu? Do you guys have a lot of waste that you end up with?
I don't really call it waste, because like all of our products, we try to like call it a WTF, the weekly taco. And so like we try to use all of the product that is going to be wasted into a future, like a weekly taco, so that we don't waste any product. So we try to come up with ways to use product instead of wasting it, how to use it to sell it.
So on Mondays now, you all do a Italian takeover, right?
Well, right now that's kind of put to a halt. So we're kind of we're kind of thinking about a different menu for Mondays.
So I guess that was leading me into my next question on like I've noticed like coming down there and eating at different locations, not just at DRC, but noticing a lot of people that we've talked to a few people that have traveled like multiple hours to come to some of these restaurants and eat. So like how would that impact you all if you have people who are showing up on Mondays expecting tacos and quesadillas and walk into Italian food?
Well, when we were doing Mondays, people would come in and they would actually sit down and eat. I mean, we might have had a few that walked out, but 9 times out of 10, they stayed and ate and they enjoyed it, and then they came back the next time. So, and we have people that we have people that travel from Clarksville that comes here.
Mm-hmm.
We have people that travel from Nashville that come here. We had some couples last night that were from Nashville, and they were like, "We will not be going to Nashville again because their prices here are a lot better."
Right.
Right.
And the drinks are 100% good. Like when I mean like good quality.
Yeah, and you guys use all natural ingredients, fresh squeezed juices, stuff like that in your guys'
Yep.
drink mix.
And we use agave, so that makes it a skinny. And that's what a lot of people are wanting now. They're wanting more like a skinny drink versus like sugar and cheap mix, which we don't use. So we use lime and lemons, and we do have hibiscus. We do I'm going to say this totally wrong, but it's
Paloma?
pilon chili. It's like
Oh,
a Mexican.
yeah.
Sorry. And we use that. We do a jalapeno, which we blend our jalapenos and we sweeten it with agave. We do a habanero, which we also blend with agave. We do a pineapple, which we cut down the pineapple and we use orange rinds, and we let it sit overnight with sugar, and then we mash it, and then we blend it, and then we put it through a strainer, and then we do a blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry, which is called our jam. So yes, we try to make everything as fresh as possible.
So what's the new plan for Mondays?
Not really for sure yet.
Oh,
We
So
got
it's
some
back
tricks up
to-
our sleeves. We can't
so
give
it's
you
back-
all of our tricks to everybody.
back
We're just
to
gonna come out with a
business as
bang,
usual?
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everyone likes to come out with a bang, for sure.
That's what we're gonna do. We want to keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah.
So no hints?
None right now.
Just
Sorry.
no more Italian on Mondays.
So you
Well,
guys have
you can't-
specials that you run throughout the week. Like Tuesdays are your Taco Tuesdays for
Correct.
$2.50 or whatever.
Well, that's gonna change. It's gonna be $2.99.
Oh, okay.
So $2.99 for a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, I can't afford that
I was gonna say these
hike in prices.
poor
Oh,
folks can't afford to come down there. And
let me ask you.
$2.99 a taco now.
Right.
So, but can you go to
Taco Bell and get a taco for $6.
for $2.99?
I don't go to Taco
Nope.
Bell. So,
Yeah.
so we
Can
can't.
you go to Wendy's and get a $2.99 burger?
No, but I can go to McDonald's and get 20 nuggets for $5.
But that's $5.
Yeah, but the quality of food's also different.
But 20 nuggets
Correct.
is like
That's like
Yeah.
frozen chicken
Taco.
nuggets, right?
That is something that I did hear from some past reviews from people, is that they were complaining about the costs there at the DRC. And when I try to relate it to the cost of Nashville and say, well, if you go to Nashville, you're going to pay $12 for like a Bud Light. Whereas at the DRC, you pay $12 and you get a handmade margarita.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're getting
When I'm-
better product for the same price.
People
And if you
just-
want a beer at DRC, like the Salt and Lime, that's what, like $7 or something?
Well, yeah,
something like
plus
that.
if you come at the happy hour at the bar, our drinks are $7 and our beers are $3 and $4. So
Right. So it's like,
when's happy hour?
happy hour is from open to close.
oh, they changed that.
Yeah, so happy hour is every day open to close at the bar.
Oh, dang.
So that means like the bar at the back of the area where there's high tops.
Mm.
And that means that if you come and drink, you get free chips and salsa.
Well, the free chips and salsa is an everyday thing.
I know, but our salsa is the bomb.
Is that handmade at the?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It
you
is.
guys don't not canned or jarred stuff that you just pour out.
No,
Stuff
we
you guys-
we use oh goodness, you're gonna make me think now. Sorry, I'm not I'm not the chef, but yes, everything is hand. And now let me say this: when I say handmade, I mean we might use like whole skin tomatoes, but they're like actual like you know what I mean? Like
you guys use the ingredients, you mix the ingredients there in house.
Right, so we'll use like the tomatoes, but we also use like whole tomatoes, onions. We grind our own pepper that we put in it. So I mean, like everything in it is fresh, and you can taste the quality.
I think you guys got a freaking garden out back that you're just plucking stuff off of. But
right,
it is
not everything. When I say that, I can say that we're 85 to 95% handcrafted. You know, not everything is going to be handmade. Like
a lot of people love handcrafted stuff.
I know,
and they'll pay big bucks for it. Until it comes to food.
Right, which is funny because it's like people will get handcrafted furniture and they'll pay an exorbitant amount for that.
Yep.
Right.
But then when it comes to food, they're finicky and they're just like, oh well, you know, I'm only going to pay $10 a plate. $20 is too much for me. And it's like, well, where do you expect to pay $20 anymore?
But see, this is what I think. What I've been noticing recently, like I've been paying more attention to, is watching people like all the lines at the fast food, all this stuff, right? They don't stop to really pay attention to the price at fast food because I want it, I can have it now and I'm gone, right?
Factor, right?
They don't think about the price. They just order and go, right? It's like an assembly line, right? You just order and go, right?
Yeah.
Whereas when you go to a sit-down restaurant, unless you just are loaded and don't think about money, everybody that goes to a sit-down restaurant literally is like, that's the first thing they do when they get the menu is they look at the prices, right?
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like part of the confusion is, because at DRC, like, reality, 90% of the stuff on that menu,
it's cost effective,
very cost effective, and very good price. But then when you factor in, okay, I can't get a pitcher of frozen margaritas for $10. I think that's where a lot of people are getting.
But they do have that on Thursdays. The pitchers.
Yeah, that's ladies' nights, and that's $20 for pitchers, which you really can't go anywhere and get a $20 pitcher.
Right.
Well,
especially with that quality of margarita.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Right.
Now, if you want to go to like,
because like you go to a regular Mexican restaurant,
El
you can get
Braceros or whatever.
Margaritas cheap as hell, right?
Yeah.
Right, but I don't even think their towers. Right, I think their towers are like.
It's like $40.
$40.
Yeah. It depends on where you go. Yeah, it depends on where you go. But what I'm getting at is, you either go and you get a frozen pre-made margarita that's right.
It's like Jose Cuervo pre-mix.
If you're
whatever.
lucky, I mean, it could be military select off the bottom shelf.
Right. Yeah, you never know.
But whereas you come to DRC and you're getting handcrafted,
right?
You know, it's good high-end tequilas, right? All that stuff, and people don't factor that in. That the what we call the well liquor, at DRC is a lot of times their well liquor is
a step above.
Tequila would be somebody else's,
shelf liquor.
Yeah. Right. So, and a lot of people don't grasp that, because a lot of people are just like, oh.
Well, yeah, they're oblivious. Yeah. Most people, they don't know what the hell. Right. If you've never worked in a restaurant, you're pretty oblivious to what goes on behind the bar,
Or if you're just
that is a true statement.
Enjoy what you're drinking.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing with consumers that are out there, is that they just don't know. So they have this preconceived notion in their mind as to what things should cost, and it's like, okay, well then go find a place that is at that price point, and then come back and let us know where that is, because we all would love that.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's just not the reality we live in anymore. Like the cost of goods and everything is
100%
going up.
Okay, I love coffee. And McDonald's is one of my favorites. McDonald's coffee? But I bought two. But I'm just saying that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a black coffee drinker.
Coffees for $6. I could buy a $10 meal here. I could buy a $10 lunch special here. So I mean, like, and that includes a drink. So 2 tacos, a side, and a drink for $10. I spent
But you don't
$6
carry
on
coffee.
2 coffees.
But you all don't carry coffee.
We do.
Do you?
Yeah.
You guys get some like coffee liqueurs?
We do have coffee liqueurs. We also have
Yeah, I haven't seen those. I'm not paying attention to that though.
Oh yeah, they're hidden, but we have them. We do a coffee martini.
Yeah.
Yep. That has yeah, it's really good. So we have we can make coffee, or we'll do a cold brew with like a high end, not high end. When I say high end, I mean like high quality cold brew, like very strong.
Okay. What's your favorite drink that you guys make there?
Oh goodness. So okay, one of my favorites is the coconut margarita on rocks. So
Okay.
we do infused tequilas, which is
that
we
because
take
you're nutty?
huh?
Is that because you're nutty? That's why you like the coconut one?
No, because maybe I don't know. So we take pineapples and we infuse it in tequila. So and we let it sit for 3 or 4 weeks, and then we mash it.
In those big jars? I just thought they were just floating in water.
No, that's tequila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your favorite?
Mine?
So,
Yeah.
oh, your
I
favorite.
like the hot mama, but I like
like
it when you use the habanero juice because it makes it spicier.
Yeah.
Versus the jalapeno juice.
Yeah, right.
I like my hot mamas hot.
Yes.
That's why it's
I
called.
bet you like them hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got it.
Hot.
Nobody wants like a okay mild mama. They want a hot mama. So when I get that, I want something spicy.
We do an infusion rum too. That one that you see up there next to the tequilas, that's a rum infusion.
Nope, I'm out.
I'm not a fan of rum.
Nope.
I think I was in my early 20s when I didn't really know what alcohol was, and I was just
the
like,
next time you come in, I'm gonna let you try it because I promise you'll think it tastes like candy.
Last time you tried to force me to drink something, it was that
Wait a minute.
terrible.
Wait a minute. Somebody forced you to consume alcohol?
No.
I was like, you gotta try this, and it was this pickle vodka or something terrible.
We sell that like crazy.
I don't know who drinks it. It must be a hipster thing.
No,
it's the salt and lime beer with a shot of pickle vodka in it and a squeeze of lime. It is so good, so good. It's one of my favorites too.
I'm one of them people. Like if I smell vodka, like I have a cast iron stomach. If I smell vodka, I'm like,
yeah. See, I don't mind pickle juice.
Oh, I love pickle juice,
but I don't want it.
You can't knock the pickle juice. You can't knock the pickle juice until you try it. I think you'll like it.
I did try it.
Yeah, I can do pickle juice any day,
but
I'm not doing vodka. Not happening. No,
we'll
not
try it next time.
Captain.
You can just try it.
Nope.
No, Ryan will probably get nauseous, and
I'm
then
not
you'll
going
have
to tell you what it is.
Oh,
gross
Let
stuff.
Ryan try this.
And I'll be like, nope, I'm out.
The other thing that you guys had me try this week, which was pretty tasty actually, was that peach margarita.
Fix and roll that out too, right?
Yeah, I like being there when they're experimenting because then I get to try some of this stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good, but it's also subjective because I'm picky anyway.
You are very picky.
What happened to the drunk beekeeper?
Oh, the one that Morgan was going to roll out?
Yeah, and I came up with a name for it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. You'll talk to
the
Morgan.
honeybee? We're fixing to do a honeybee.
Whoa. It wasn't the honeybee. It was the drunk beekeeper.
But I think we change it to the honeybee.
Wah, wah.
That's boring.
You got overridden.
So we're going to have some new drinks roll out soon. One of them is going to be a spiked lemonade. And it's going to have lavender in it, which is so good. So good.
That sounds
so good.
terrible.
We've sold a lot of them. We've even sold some lavender margaritas.
I smell lavender when people do that lavender detergent for laundry, and I'm just like, thank you. Like, no, it's not
that keeps the bugs away.
I don't like it. So does peppermint.
What are some things there at the DRC that you would like to see improve, if you could?
Improve?
Yeah, like what are some things that you think would make the restaurant go to the next level as far as like bringing in more customers, because obviously Morgan's got that podcast, Lunch is Dead as Fuck, right? And there's a reason behind it, because most of the time in Dickson, lunch is dead as fuck. It's weird. I don't know where everyone goes to eat lunch, but clearly it's not on Main Street. So how do you entice people to try, like what would you do to try and entice more people to come in for lunch?
So one of the things that we're doing right now is we have a catering business.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're hoping, I hope, and I say I or we, the company, I hope that brings a lot of build to even Desert Rose or the 119, like to get our names out there. So we do have a lot of catering things that are coming up that we're doing. We're doing some weddings. We're doing some.
You couldn't remember what side of the hat it was on?
Yeah.
He's sporting the 119 hat right now.
Yeah. That's our sister company. And but yeah, so
Wait, why are they the sister company? Why can't they be the boy company? Why couldn't they be the big?
They could be the brother. They could be the sister, the brother. But
because you're Cantina, so it's kind of.
They could be the mom. They could be the dad. We could be the children. Whatever.
I'm the daddy.
Okay.
Not the mama. not the mama. Not the mama.
Yeah.
So
I that little gif of the dinosaur doing that one. Not the mama. Not the mama.
What would be your favorite item on the menu? Not drink wise, food wise. Your favorite item on the menu?
My favorite. I really, really, really like flautas. It's like a wonton cut with like chicken and corn and black beans, and we make this hot jelly that's really good with it, and it comes with our chipotle ranch and our homemade queso. We make homemade queso. What would be a
really good food item that you don't see there at the DRC?
Tamales?
Yes.
Tamales.
Exactly what I was about to say. 100%.
I wonder.
Telepathy right there.
Yeah.
I love tamales too.
ESPN,
So we have to do our own take on tamales. Like we can't just do it.
You got the chef, like give him an idea and say, here's what we're thinking. Do your little twist on it, and
but for the love of God, please make sure to do a chicken tamale so I can have one.
Yeah.
Chicken tamale.
Yeah,
so we just added steak to our menu. So we do instead of doing beef, we're doing a steak quesadilla. It's a fajita steak, and they're doing a chicken fajita quesadilla.
I did try the Nashville hot quesadilla, and I wasn't a fan of that.
I like the regular.
No, I wasn't.
I like the regular chicken quesadilla.
Yeah. I like the chicken fajita one.
I love our hot chicken quesadilla. It's like one of those things like you're like, okay, I want something so gooey, and I want something so like with that bite of crunch. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
another one of my favorites on the menu is the paella. Oh, so I'm like, don't eat chips when you get the paella. And gotta wait, because when the paella comes, you need to get all the clams and the mussels out and take your chip and run it into that rice, into that red sauce, and it's like,
See, so I'm looking forward to your all's blackened fish taco.
Oh, yeah, we sold a lot of that this week.
When you have it in stock when I come in, because every time I come in, you're out of it.
Well, guess what?
But I'm
we had it in stock, and you just left.
No,
we brought out the fish. We held it up and said, "See," because we had to. So we get fresh, like we get mahi, and it's fresh when it comes in. So we have to like skin it ourselves and cut it down. It's like a huge. Dan saw it. It's a huge piece of fish. Didn't you see it, or was that?
I love some mahi.
It solves it.
So I've been trying to get that blackened taco since you all started making it, and every single time.
But hey, isn't that a good thing that we run out of it?
No, because I'm limited on my choices. I can't pick steak.
It's good for
the business.
Well,
then you need to text me and say, hey, I'm coming in, and I'll make sure that it's there. I'm like, don't come in today. We can come in, but you can't have the fish.
It is 100% hands down great for your business
it seems like it's going to be a fan favorite.
With that selling out quickly, have you all adjusted the amount that you get?
Oh, the order.
Your order has increased, right? And you still continue to sell out.
So we can place orders throughout the week, but our last day to place an order is Thursday. So we usually try to make sure that we have it in by Friday.
So how long have y'all had the blackened fish on the menu?
So we've had it since day one. to be honest.
I don't remember seeing that.
Because originally it was
fish tacos were the
fish tacos.
But we are a
It might have been one of those secret menu
but we are
items.
a yes company, so if you would have asked for it grilled, we would have done it.
See, I think you need to advertise that somewhere.
Right.
That if it's not on the menu, just ask, and you know.
Oh, right. Well, that's
Because
odd. People were like, "Hey, do you have?" Go ahead.
That's a thing I was telling you about. Is like consumers, they show up, they don't know, right?
Right.
Right.
A lot of people they just assume that whatever's on the menu, that's black and white. I can't get anything else off the menu, unless you know, like in California, In-N-Out Burger, right? There's the secret menu you order from.
Maybe that needs to be something that we do on the front end a little bit better, and we'll get there. I feel like
we do better.
So how long has the blackened been on the menu? Like actually on the menu?
Not
been that long.
No. Last week?
Probably been like a month.
Yeah,
maybe a month.
Not
like
even.
A couple weeks. So in that time, so last week was the first week.
Last week or the week before? Sorry,
okay,
I've added so much to the menu and taken things like so we're redoing our menu.
Right. So both weeks you sold out of it.
Yes, we have sold out of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you increase your order the next week?
Yes, we try to make sure that we're increasing, or we're making sure we get it this week, and we make sure we have it for the next day too. So if you need to place an order, we go ahead and place an order.
Do you have a lot of customers? Because the demographic there in Dickson is there's a lot of older farm country, you know. Do you have a lot of those clientele that are coming in complaining about having to use the QR code for a menu versus having a handheld menu?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because we'll say, hey, we have an iPad, and the iPad is
you know
what I mean? And so we'll bring that over there and they're like, okay, thanks. Or they'll say, hey, what's on the menu? And I'll go me or my the other servers. They'll go through it with them and they'll say, here's tacos, here's what we have for tacos. So we take our time. I can say that we are very genuine to our customers. Like we will take our time and sit down with them and explain things, or hey, you can get it this way or you can get it that way. I feel very confident about that.
I like pictures. And that menu,
I bet you do like pictures.
Yeah,
because I don't like to read.
It's visual aid.
Yeah.
Visual aid.
I'm a little re.
I prefer the pop-up books.
Oh, that's even
I get
better.
the picture with the interaction.
See, I would use crayons, but sometimes I get hungry, and I
What
always
did
wonder
you say?
if that crayon. Huh?
Crayons?
Yeah, I like
crayons.
I like to use
Crayons.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Me, I'm from Ohio originally.
Me, I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah.
You're from Kentucky and you say crayons?
Crayons.
Yeah.
I'm a hillbilly. I'm a hillbilly. It's crayons, all right?
Just because you enunciate the O that's in the crayon.
You know what? You're starting to make me think of that white crayon in the box.
The white one?
That nobody uses?
The one that nobody uses. Yeah.
I use the white on black paper.
Who uses black paper? Nobody, unless you're doing stuff for Halloween.
Yeah.
Maybe you're cutting out little bats and stuff, and you got to draw a little smiley face on the bat, or maybe
we're making skulls because we like skulls here at Desert Rose.
So we may have taught you.
Why aren't skulls black? Aren't skulls white?
No, they're all varieties of different colors. When you talk,
Thank you.
Bio and stuff.
Well, those are different.
True, they are. I get it.
Those are called sugar skulls.
I agree. Yes, 100%.
That's different.
It is.
And they're colorful.
Exactly. So see,
we have sugar skulls, and we can do black.
Yeah, white. You hold up that bottle that's got a sugar skull on it.
Right. Did we already ask the number one selling menu item?
Yeah, we did ask that, and then we asked
not drink.
I don't think we asked about the best selling drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we sell a lot of drinks. Our Hot Mama is a good seller. The Pineapple Gwen is a really good seller.
So do y'all typically keep track of that?
I'm sorry?
The POS system you guys have keeps track of all that, right?
Oh, yes. But we sell so many.
You don't know what POS is, it's not piece of shit, it's point of sale.
It's called Aloha.
Aloha.
Mm-hmm.
Aloha.
But anyway, so, we sell, I would have to say that we sell a variety of our drinks.
You know what'd be fun is if you guys handed out lays when people showed up, so people could get laid when they go there.
How confusing would that be? How confusing.
Anyways,
What are you talking about? An aloha system?
I mean, you get a lay with your tequila and your tacos.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
and
Everyone
then
likes
we would be the one on the news about, well, they're a little shady.
I don't know about that. I
Be
think
like
it'd
that
be funny.
place that got busted not too long ago in, was it, it's been a while back, but in Brentwood about, they were doing massages or pedicure. I can't remember. Something like that.
They're putting a little extra on the side.
So one thing I noticed about like Dickson and Main Street, right, is there's like you go through a lot of towns, their Main Street, the courthouse is there, a lot of like a lot of your central located businesses are there. But when we drive through Main Street, I see more houses than I see businesses.
Well, on the one end of it, there's houses
Yeah.
leading into downtown Dickson. But you do have the fire department that's down there, and you've got a lot of other smaller like businesses, some legal offices.
But it's
things that
small
you would
stuff is what I'm getting at. Like,
but
you
it's
don't have
such
as much.
You got to remember, Dickson is growing, so it was a tiny farm town for the longest time.
No, I got that. What I'm getting at is like it's not as you don't have as much lunchtime foot traffic right there because that work day traffic is elsewhere a lot of times.
Right.
Well,
We had a lot of foot traffic today.
I think a lot of people from Dickson travel into Nashville, Clarksville, the surrounding areas.
For work and stuff.
And as that, like I told Morgan, and I think I've even told you, Courtney, is I think you guys are ahead of the curve because gentrification's happening. And at some point that scale is going to tip in your guys' favor, and the younger demographic's going to start coming into the area more, which will skyrocket your guys' sales at both 119 and all the other places on that strip.
Right.
Because
we have some people like that are like coming from McEwen and coming from like Charlotte, and they're like, "Hey, we didn't know y'all were
they
here."
Need somewhere to go.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll be here. So like we have a couple that comes from McEwen, and they're like, we're not going anywhere else. Like, this is where we'll be at. So I mean, it's just getting.
For the small towns surrounding, there's nowhere else for them to go, and that's why I do like going to Dickson myself, because one, I fucking hate going through Clarksville.
We put a lot of people from Fairview too here, so.
Clarksville traffic is ridiculous, and if I want to eat something, I'm not going to sit an hour and a half long traffic to get somewhere to sit again for 40 minutes before I can sit at a table and wait another 30 minutes before I eat. So now it's like 3 hours has gone by, and I'm angry as hell. So I can go to Dickson, which is a 30-minute drive from my house, and then walk right in, get seated, and within 10 minutes normally,
what
I'm
find
eating
funny,
my food.
Though, is within like weekend time frames or days off, right? The furthest migration into Clarksville that either of us goes, unless absolutely necessary, is Hooters. Everything else you have right there, Black Horse, you have Strawberry Alley, everything else is before that.
Yeah.
So that is the furthest migration point.
Yeah. Because downtown Clarksville has great little establishments. Now they're the arena's there and everything else. But I do like the atmosphere at the DRC. It has evolved too.
Atmosphere.
I am happy now that the summer is almost over, because it was unbelievably hot in the DRC, and I feel really bad for your cooks because they got to be dying back there. But
very personable.
What's that?
If that's a word, the atmosphere.
Yeah,
the people there, they're very personable.
Yeah, it's a welcoming. I like the open concept too of like the seating with the bench along the wall. It kind of almost is like a family style seating.
I am surprised y'all don't have a giant chalkboard menu on the wall.
They have that one. You haven't paid attention?
Do.
It's right behind us at the bar.
Yeah, it has like all of our specials.
I don't ever look directly behind me at the bar.
If it was a sniper hide, you would never see it. You'd be dead.
Well, I was trying to make a joke, right, and do the whole menu in chalk.
Oh, for
and like the center of the room.
Yeah.
like where the giant longhorn head is.
Uh-huh.
And then when you all replace,
Daisy.
when you
Oh,
replace,
you named it
when you
Daisy.
Her name
replace
is
Daisy
Daisy.
with a giant chalkboard, just let me know and I'll load Daisy up my truck.
No, I'm
Okay.
taking Daisy.
Take
Daisy's gonna
Daisy.
be right
Daisy's
here.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Right across.
Yeah.
Right across.
Right
from
here in
the
the Bourbon Sauced studio. It'll be hanging out.
Yes.
You know what'd be funny is if they had bras hanging from that.
That would be kind of funny.
Look at Courtni. She's like, you're the worst.
I mean, some maracas.
Yeah. Yeah, there's could be some more Mexican decor, I suppose.
So listen, I'm so excited about Halloween and Christmas. So we should start decorating for Halloween, but Christmas is going to be like, so one of the things we were talking about.
Nose on the bull.
What? Maybe. Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
You're welcome.
So, but like we're gonna do like a North Pole, and then we'll be the South Pole, and so like we'll have like a little thing from the 119 being the North Pole and us being the South Pole. So you'll have to come and pick out, like, maybe we'll have like a little scavenger hunt for both.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be good for
but
like,
we're gonna
especially
be like maybe like a redneck South Pole.
Everyone likes a good.
It's gotta have that vibe here, like a kind of like a mix match like theme. Does that make sense?
Do you like a scavenger hunt for drinks?
Yeah, or like, can you find the leg lamp? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can find the leg lamp in my living room.
Oh, you have one? We might need to borrow it.
Yeah. He's got a mini one.
There is an insurance policy that will be signed for borrowing my leg lamp. That thing has followed me for majority of my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're really thinking about some different things to do here for like our holidays coming up. So I'm excited.
Are you guys hiring right now?
Yes.
And what are you looking for people that are out there that are interested that might be listening to this podcast?
So like bartenders and like hostess, but not just for us two, but the 119 is hiring as well. So like we kind of have like if you get hired here, you might go down there and work. So it's kind of like being able to fill in the gaps when we need it. Yeah.
How's that going to work when the next restaurant opens? And you guys will have a little tripod that you'll have to support.
So some of us will go there.
Yeah.
And then, so that's the whole thing of like hiring, so we can like pull different people to go different places.
Okay.
Like the Triangle of Morgan.
Yeah. She's going to have to open a fourth, The
Morgan Triangle.
There's works already. So, I mean, let me tell you, Morgan is a phenomenal person. Love her. Mm-hmm. Her ideas, her creation, all of her thoughts. I mean, it just is amazing of all the things she can come up with.
What is that? It's like
I mean, for her to...
An epiphany?
No, not. That's like an...
Foresight?
Yes, but there's a different word for it.
Foreskin?
No, that's a different thing.
But yeah, she's
got a vision. She's got a really good vision.
Oh, she does have a great vision. I mean, her vision is like
vision.
Some of the things she spits out of me, I'm like, oh, that's such amazing. Like,
now I'm over here spitting the big words that I know.
Yeah, go ahead, open a thesaurus over there, and we'll figure it out. Either way,
her thought process is very unique.
Yeah, it is.
And I was excited.
For what? To know a word?
Yes.
Oh.
I was excited. And then you shot it down like, no, that's not the word I'm looking for. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I dug deep for that.
You tried so hard. Hey, you get an A for effort.
Syllables, dude.
That not bad for Kentucky public school system. I'm proud of you for that.
Don't it?
My mama is from Kentucky.
Well, it depends on which
educated.
Part. Depends on which part.
It does depend on which part, but where he grew up.
She's from Murray County.
That's also...
West.
No, sorry, I lied. I didn't lie. I just hold on. Let me tell you. She was going to college at Murray. She's from Courtney County.
Oh.
No, Courtney County, which is called Marion, Kentucky. It's like 30 minutes from Paducah.
Yeah, it doesn't count. That's western side.
That's what's up.
And when I say it's little, it's little. So if we're looking at these three pictures, you start on one end, and that's where you end up. That's how small it is.
I'm from Barberville.
It's small.
From where?
Barberville.
Barberville.
Barville.
Like you can go from one end of town and be at the other end of town in like 10 minutes. That's how small it is.
Yeah.
Well, we're so educated.
Talk about.
The city's name is Barberville, and we call it Barville.
Because
Barble.
they're trying to be like Louisville.
No, because we cut out the
It
whole
is
bottom.
Louisville or Cheveville.
Because people just like to remove.
Oh, you say
consonants.
Louis? You say Louisville? You might as well pack your shit and get going.
Yeah.
Because they
So
gonna
let me
run
ask y'all, how do y'all say, is it Lafayette or is it Lafayette?
Lafayette.
Oh my goodness, y'all not from here. No,
It says who says it the other way? That's terrible.
it's Lafayetteville.
No, there's Fayetteville, which
Okay,
is
let's take a bet on it.
and
No, there's
Arkansas and wherever else.
No, there's a Fayetteville, Tennessee too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not Lafayette.
it's irrelevant. But hey, we can do that as the poll.
I got a
Let's
poll
do it as
for
a
you.
poll and let's
Well,
see
yeah.
how people
Well,
pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to
You'd
like
have to
do it like
misspell it.
phonics, phonics,
Yeah,
you
who-
know,
you need
phonetically,
some hooked on phonics.
some phonetics, so people
Some
can see
phonetics.
the way it's
Yeah.
enunciated differently.
If you're from Tennessee, true Tennessee, it's Fayetteville. I'm going to Fayetteville, not Lafayette. No.
Wait a minute. We already
That's
said
different
Fayetteville.
towns.
You're talking two different towns.
No.
So
People
it's-
say,
Lafayette. Yeah, because there's a town in East Tennessee called La Follette.
Is it TTE at the end?
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's
La
there's
Follette.
also a little town in Jackson, Tennessee called Forkadere.
Do what with a deer?
Yeah, yes,
Fork
she
a deer.
said it. She said it. Yep. First we
You know-
talk about with Steve about fucking a bear, and now we're talking about fucking a deer. Here we go.
Well, I drink my. Well, I don't have a beard,
Damn.
but it would
And
rhyme.
people would call it, it's called Milan, but they would call it Mulan. I'm like, it's Milan.
Mulan, like Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
No, like Mulan from Disney.
Oh, the Dragon
Yeah.
Queen or whatever
Yes.
that.
Oh, the Dragon Queen. You talking about the
I don't know.
one
There's a
that
dragon in Mulan.
Yeah,
there
Eddie
is?
Murphy
His name is
plays
Mishu.
yeah, Mishu.
Mishu.
Yeah, my
Oh
shoe.
yeah, didn't they name that dog? Didn't they name that
Yeah.
bulldog Mishu or something?
Um,
Somebody
Oh,
named the bulldog Mishu, which
So
dog's name was.
tonight at the
Man, was old,
119,
first of all.
yes.
tonight at the 119, they're doing lip sync. Everybody should come out and do their lip sync.
I feel like sometimes on this podcast I should just lip sync, and then I'll just have.
So I think I'm
Ryan
gonna do
talk,
it. I'm not for sure.
and then
I'm a little
do lip
nervous.
sync. It'll be funny. You're gonna do it?
And so
Is this your
yes,
first time?
maybe.
I mean, why are
Yes.
you nervous? You're lip syncing.
Because
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna dress up as Dolly. Like full
Dolly
on Dolly.
Parton?
Big everything.
I mean, you got the figure for it, so
Oh goodness gracious. Lord
I mean,
Jesus, help
Dolly's
us.
what? Dolly's what? Like an F now?
I don't know. She's
I mean, like if you literally see the progression of Dolly from when she started to now, it's like
her front side
a
is like
size every year.
yeah,
I love Dolly to death, but it's
not
like
as
a
much as
size
you
every
love
year.
Reba.
Oh, Reba's
But I'm like, so
my celebrity
I'm a little
crush right
confused about this lip sync thing. Like, do you dress up? Do you not dress up? Like, what do you do?
Have you ever
there. I mean, I
watched
guess
lip
it's
sync?
as far as you want to go with it.
Have
The
you ever
lip
watched
sync
Lip Sync
battle?
Battles?
Yeah,
Yeah, on TV.
they go all out.
They oh,
They do.
funny as fuck because on
But would
Jimmy
it be
Fallon
weird
they
if I
did
showed up
one.
as Dolly?
Go for it.
Go for
I don't
it.
know. I'm
Embrace
nervous.
the
I don't
whole
know.
thing. I shaved a damn weird looking mustache to embrace that whole thing with Steve
Yeah,
Lemmy.
yeah,
So
he did. Yes,
I
he
mean,
did.
and now my beard's slowly growing back because
Yeah.
you know I need my man makeup, and that's the only thing I can do.
I plan to have a closet full of cervix. So
Cervix.
cervix,
Is it? What do you call plural cervix? Is it cervi?
cervix.
Just cervix is cervix?
Cervix.
Multiple cervix?
Yep, multiple cervix.
Courtney's going to get uncomfortable as fuck now.
No, I'm
She's
not.
welcome
I
to
don't.
join in on the conversation.
The bourbon sauce.
Yeah. So when it comes to lip syncing, I think for the benefit of the performance, you should absolutely dress the part.
You might as well go all out or not do it at all.
Yeah. Go big or go
Go
home. You know what I mean?
Go big and go home, right?
No,
Yeah.
don't go home.
I mean,
No, I'm
because
not going home.
obviously part of the lip syncing, right? Like you're not being judged on your ability to sing. You're judged on your ability to make it appear as you're singing, and also your
It's a
appearance.
performance.
Yeah, exactly. It's a performance.
You gotta.
I'm
you just gotta,
nervous.
gotta bust. You better start drinking.
Yeah.
Get some liquid courage in you.
Bust a move.
Yeah, we'll pick you up. Don't
I'm
worry, it'll
going
be funny.
bust a
My
move.
personality is really fun. I don't have to drink
Is
to
it?
have fun. Yeah.
I don't have to drink to have fun, but I like to have a drink.
She don't know how to take jokes though. I don't know about that. I don't know if she's that funny. She can't take jokes.
Oh, I take them. I just act like I just blow it off.
Oh, you act like you're offended by everything, or maybe it's just me. It might just be me. Maybe I'm just
Maybe you
offended.
get
I don't
offended.
realize-
Maybe you're the one that can't take jokes.
Oh, I can take jokes. I can take a lot of jokes.
Look at
What are
him.
you gonna say?
He's like, no.
Yeah.
He's calling
He
you
had
bluff.
something in it. He has like, you take jokes, I can take dicks. You don't take them.
That's reeling it back.
Why? Let it fly.
That's what she said. Let it fly.
No, she said,
All right.
put it away.
Put it away. Don't want to see it. You
Yeah.
have blinders on.
She said,
that's why you turn the
when,
lights out.
when we were talking about small things, I thought you were going to bust out a joke about that, but you didn't. You held back. I was proud of you for that.
No. Trying to be somewhat professional. Right?
Somewhat civil because we have a female on the channel.
No, professional.
Oh,
Yeah,
Professional.
I don't care about the gender.
first of all,
Just
this
trying
isn't
to
a
be
professional podcast, so
it's
don't get it
definitely
twisted.
Professional.
I mean, just because our graphics and stuff are getting better,
Yeah,
doesn't mean the quality of our content has to.
I
be
mean,
better.
you should totally see that the video graphics that I have to go through, and I send him shit, and he's just like, "Oh, that's okay."
I'm
It
very
crushes,
picky.
It crushes my soul,
I'm
and then I'm
picky,
back on the
you know?
grind again.
But he does come up with some clever shit after I push him farther because I always know he's got a little bit more to go. You know, it's just I'm that coach where I can push you a little bit, and I know there's excellence just waiting to be found. So yeah, just a little. Just a
So
little
what
push.
kind? So y'all have domestic beers and imports, right?
Modelo's their import.
Right.
So we have Medela. We have our Salt and Lime. We have Michelob Ultra. We have Miller Lite. We
Modelo.
Modelo. Sorry, my little southern
So,
accent comes out
wait,
so much. I'm so sorry.
Modelo is a
It's an import.
import.
Yeah, it's from Mexico.
Yeah, I know where it's from, but I'm just thinking of it as it's like the number one selling beer in America right now.
Well, it's because Bud Light screwed up.
Yeah. So, okay.
That's what you get for putting a tranny on your stuff.
And then you had I have to edit that one. You've edited it every other time.
All right, fine.
All right. So, what's the one that starts with a T? A lot.
Tecate.
Oh, Tecate.
I tried that and good.
You don't like that one?
I think it was because the night we went in there. And
Oh, it was warm.
Both of them
Yeah.
were hot beers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, it was almost. I was about ready to consider it the Mexican version of Bud Light.
Yeah.
It was that close,
Yeah.
and I don't drink
well,
Bud
you should
Light.
have said something because I bet someone pulled. So we pull from left to right. So I bet someone pulled from the right side to the left.
You don't have to worry about it because that bartender's no longer there.
It's
So
been what, almost a year ago?
no, maybe 5 months.
We've been
ago.
open since January, so it's
Okay.
almost been a year.
It would have been back
That's-
January. Then.
That's what I said. Maybe
Yeah.
5 months ago.
Yeah, because it would have been shortly after y'all opened.
Yeah, but that
Okay.
bartender's no
I
longer
didn't.
there.
Yeah.
And so I didn't start until May.
Yeah, it would have been before you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, so everything that's happened since May is your fault. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Correct.
The first time I saw you in there, I'm like, I didn't know who you were because we'd been in there enough, and I'm like, who is this grumpy looking person?
Ooh.
No, that is not what you said to me.
That's what I thought because you ran past me like all grumpy at first.
She took
No,
over.
that's not what you said to me. I
What did
remember
I say?
exactly what you said to me.
What did I say to you?
You asked me about my relationship. That was the first thing you asked me.
Oh, maybe it was
Good job.
Mhm.
because she looked grumpy.
Oh.
That's
So
not
you
what
thought
it
maybe she
was.
wasn't
No,
having
no,
quality relations,
No.
and that's why she was grumpy?
no. That's not what you said.
friends.
I remember exactly what you said.
That would make sense as why she might be grumpy because, if there's unhappiness in the household, that sometimes
In the
bleed over in the
household?
workplace. Yeah, if somebody's not happy at home, sometimes it bleeds over in the workplace.
It's just her and her kids.
Now we know that, but I'm just saying, back when you asked that question, you were coming from a thought process of if something's going on back home.
She didn't have a ring on when I asked.
You don't need a ring to have problems at home.
No, but I knew there.
But
So you're gonna do the lip sync.
yes, and I'm fixing to have to go because I gotta go get ready for it.
Perfect.
I gotta go to
anything
my.
you want to shout
So
out
my
before
brother's gonna help me.
Uh-huh.
I'm super nervous.
You guys have a website for the DRC?
Yes, we do. We have a website. You just type in.
Is it like a Facebook site
we
or
have
a
both. Yes.
Google
We have
website?
Facebook.
Or...
We have Facebook. We have Open Door. We have just a regular Google Desert Rose Cantina. We also have Snapchat. We have a TikTok now. We're fixing to start. So my TikTok thing that I did the other day was Taster Tuesday. It was really fun. It's funny. So we're going to try to maybe start doing like a Taster Tuesday or a Tipsy Thursday or something. So what I did with the one, I blindfolded a customer. I gave them 2 tacos. They come in regular, and they had to guess which tacos they were. Be fun.
I would be down for that.
Okay, the next time you come in,
no steak, no pork. No steak.
I like a good taco tasting.
Just got to remember that you'll kill me.
Yeah, could be fun.
I got you. I'll blindfold you next time. We'll do you, and then y'all can post it on your bourbon sauce.
You hear that? She's gonna do you.
Oh my gosh!
Your dream's coming true, buddy. Your dream's coming true.
Oh.
So if people want to find you guys, look on Instagram, look on Spotify. No Spotify. Morgan has her Spotify.
Facebook, Instagram. I think we have a lot of different social media.
Okay.
And that would be
TikTok.
What's that? So if people are looking for the DRC and they haven't been there before, you guys are basically right across the street from House of Brews.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's right there on Main Street.
Yep.
So
we're the
if
fun building with the cactuses.
And if they're concerned with parking, there is parking behind the building. There's a giant parking lot there. Also,
Correct.
There's a giant parking lot over by the ice cream shop and the fire department.
What are your hours?
There's one at the brewery, too.
And there's one at the brewery,
What
too.
are your hours?
Our hours are, so we are open from 11, and our kitchen closes at 9. And that's every day. But we're open on Fridays and Saturdays till 10, but our kitchen still closes at 9. So, but we're trying to stay open for all those people who want to come in and try our drinks.
You're open till 9 on Sundays?
No, sorry. We have a brunch. So sorry. We have a brunch on Sundays, 11 to 4. We have like shrimp and grits. We have chicken and waffles. We have, oh my goodness, it just left my brain.
Don't you guys do Bloody Marys too?
We do a Bloody Mary bar, yes. We set up a Bloody Mary bar. A French toast is what I was trying to tell y'all. We do a French toast. We have like a burrito that has like eggs. And, so we have a Bloody Mary bar. We have French toast. We do our whole menu on Sunday as well. So, yep.
Wait a minute. So you have a Bloody Mary bar, meaning I can build my own Bloody Mary?
Mm-hmm. So
you haven't seen that? Oh, bro.
So it's on our social media page. Yeah, it's a big bar. So we do like bacon.
But I do virgin Bloody Marys.
Yuck.
100%.
You can do that. That's like drinking decaf coffee. That's terrible.
He doesn't like vodka.
I don't do vodka. I have done it with tequila.
Is it good?
I have it with tequila. It's got a wang to it, depending on which tequila you get a hold of. But it works.
Anything else you want to shout out about the DRC that we haven't really covered before you go?
No, I just want people to know that we are a handcrafted restaurant and we take pride in everything we do here. Our goal is to make people have a great experience, and we want to be known as family with all of our customers. We want to build a bond with them that they can come back and be like, oh man, they really truly care about us. So that's our goal here. So
okay. Well, it's been fun.
We just need people to come fill our seats.
That's right. Put butts in seats.
That's my saying. Put butts in seats. Yep.
And drinks in hands, you know?
Drinks in hands, butts in seats, food in mouth.
I still think you guys should turn that place into like a fun place in the evening where you can do salsa dancing and stuff.
I think we're going to do, I'm going to say this totally wrong, but I think we're going to do a disco night.
That's not the same.
That's not Watering Hole Cantina.
That's not the same.
No, but we're going to do like a disco because we have all the fun things in there. So we're going to do like a disco DRC night.
Yeah.
Let's do a disco salsa night.
Well, hey, we can. Yeah. I really want to get like a live band in here too and do like that.
With some Pitbull.
Yeah. And some Kesha.
Yeah.
Timber.
Kesha, there we go.
Uh-huh.
Well, Courtni, we appreciate you coming on. This has been a really great conversation with you. For those of you who are curious, the DRC has delicious drinks and food, and we support and embrace their culture there. We are also trying to expand their brand by having them on. So for those of you that are active listeners, make sure you take your butts down to the DRC Desert Rose Cantina if you're looking for it on the internet. We all just call it DRC because it's a lot easier. Because Desert Rose Cantina is a bit of a mouthful.
You might even run into us.
You might even run
We
into
call
us.
it the Cantina.
See, everyone's got their own little thing for it. But
Yep.
If you want to find us, yeah.
Sorry.
If you got to go, we'll let you go. And then oh, yeah. We're going to do our little closing statement here. And then you don't have a drink, so you can't really cheers us, which is kind of lame. But
I do have a drink. I have my drink in here.
Yeah, but you're working, so we get it.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're being responsible, whereas we can be full-time
I have to be a good role model.
You are a good role model. You got children's too, so you got eyes watching. But this has been fun. If you guys want to find us, we have an Instagram page for ourselves. It's www.instagram.com/bourbon sauce. We also have a TikTok, which went live today.
It did, which is Bourbon Sauced 1.
Uno. Bourbon sauce with a number 1.
We have a TikTok too.
Yeah, we started a YouTube channel as well, which you can find it at Bourbon Sauced. And then we have, but if you want merch, you can also email us at www.bourbonsauced. No, not www. Jesus H.
Email
Christ.
us at bourbonsauced
Email
at gmail.com.
Just bourbonsauced@gmail.com. And we have cups, coasters, hats, shirts. And for you participating, we will get you a shirt and hat so you can support that as well.
I'm excited.
No, thank you so much. And for those of you that have been listening, we appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things that you do on the social medias so we can expand both the DRC and Bourbon Sauced. Until next time, grab your favorite drink and get sauced. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.